And I come to my last point because I got a lot to say this campaign. The biggest problem this country faces is a crisis of leadership. I had the great honor and fortune to be a leader of this country 3 terms and 14 years. And I knew a country with 24% unemployment. And we pulled it out and left it at 6. We found a country in the hands of the IMF, borrowing from the OECS countries to pay this country's bills. And we left it the $2.8 billion. And without that money, this country now would have gone under already. And these things did not happen by chance. These things happen because I made people work hard. And they work hard every day to make sure that we carry forward Barbados by at least an inch. And we face challenges. We had to face how you deal with the WTO, how we deal with the CSME, how we deal with 9/11. And there was no problem too big for us to fix because we had a very clear vision, a clear perspective as to what we wanted to do with this country. But we had an attitude, a can-do attitude. And they used to tell me, ministers, if there is a problem, fix it, face it, and fix it. I say to you that there is a crisis of leadership. I have not come to this campaign to vilify Frandl Stewart. As far as I know, he's a decent person. I believe he's an intelligent man. I do not believe he's a corrupt person either. And I'm never going to say those things about him. But I must also say that he is pedantic where he should be pragmatic. But that's true. I have already referred to him as Mr. Duffy. And you all must read good literature. That Mr. Duffy was always at a little distance from his own body, observing his actions with doubtful side glances. The first time I saw or heard Frandl, I said, but this is James Joyce Dubliner's A Painful Case. The man is a painful case. And James Joyce said he had an odd autobiographical habit of from time to time composing a sentence about himself in his mind with the subject in the third person and the predicate in the past tense. But that's the fact. That's Mr. Duffy. Have you all never read Dubliners? Read it. That is Frandl Stewart. And Frandl Stewart, listen, Frandl, Barbados is facing a monumental crisis. The opposition is willing to sit with the government in the interest of the people of St. John, in the interest of all of Barbados, and make sure that the crisis that we face does not require us to reduce the standard of living of the people of this country as a policy. We take pride in the fact that through the years after independence, we have brought Barbados to the stage where it's regarded as a developed country on the strength of the quality of life of our people. Frandl, that is what is about to buckle. And we want to see some energy and leadership from you, and energy and leadership from the government to save Barbados from this catastrophe that is staring us in our face. Now, what have you gotten from Frandl? Now you have gotten something very important. Just before he died, and David Thompson knew that he was dying, David Thompson changed his cabinet to assume limited portfolios that a man on his deathbed could manage. That is true. And he said so. He said, because of my physical state, I have to shed most of my responsibilities. So Thompson shed his responsibilities and assumed responsibilities for a very, very limited portfolio. The portfolio responsibilities that were assumed by a man on his deathbed are the same portfolio responsibilities that Franklin Stewart has hanging on today.
The corollary is?
And they say to you that Barbados needs more from its leader than that. Franklin Stewart cannot leave the important decisions as to what kind of society that we want to create only to Chris Sinclair. Franklin Stewart cannot allow this country to continue to drift anymore. We are drifting. And it is the drift in the last 2 years that has brought us to this state. The Hartley-Henry faction is reasserting itself. The Hartley-Henry faction wants Mara because at the end of the day, they are as satisfied as we are that Franklin Stewart is incapable of giving serious leadership to this country. So that in this campaign and throughout our platforms, every night we are going to make the issue of St. John in the context of the development of Barbados. And I will give you a personal pledge. I give you a personal pledge that I believe that this campaign will come to be a line of departure in the development of Barbados. That the people of St. John too will feel the need for change, but change that they can believe in. And that the people of St. John will send a message to the rest of Barbados that the change must come. And that part of the important change must be a change in the direction that the country must take. Because St. John cannot afford, like the rest of Barbados, to go where the Dems are taking it. And that the message will go out from this campaign. That a message must go out. We want a course of change. But that change must come with a change of government.
Yes.
And a change of leadership.
Yes.
And I give you a personal pledge that I was there before for 14 years. And I knew what it was to take a country in crisis and pull it out. And if you all ever give me a chance again, I will leave a mark on this land in a way that will make Barbados sparkle again once like a star. And I will give the country the strong leadership as God gave me the light to see the way. Good night, and God bless you.